Docs, chat. I got chat open. Time to do a less Benito-ized scenario. Thank God. Just a little difficult to do is type this and make it fun. So, welcome guys to What If France Made an Empire, and I am not even recording. That is good. I want to know, what should I do? Because I could do something in French Guiana. I could have them expand in submarine. Alright. What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of What If Countries Formed an Empire, and in this video we will be seeing what if France formed an empire. And for this scenario, NATO will be disabled and all other major alliances for this scenario, and France will be buffed. So let's get into the video. First thing France does is say, hey, we're invading Belgium. So Germany says, yeah, we're invading Belgium too, to take some land that speaks our same language. And then the Dutch are going to say, alright, we'll do the same thing. So here we see a big jumping of Belgium. Really, nobody in here. Wow. My streams are off today. What is everybody doing? Holy. Koch is live?
It's just one thing.
Fred, you're my first viewer. Oh my god, it's been forever, man. I haven't had a viewer in a minute. Like, I'm talking, like, everybody who's in Koch's live stream who's my usual. Like, this is what the front lines would look like. I didn't see the point of touching up on what countries invaded which. So, I mean, had the front lines progressed, since this would be a quick war. So, this is just all that y'all are getting to see. So, let's go and see this peace treaty. Yeah, I might just fix that in the editing. Can you look up the German-speaking areas of Belgium and the French speaking areas of Belgium? Because I want to do this. Right. Dutch. So, the French just have the lower half. This does not look fair at all. Holy. Here we see this as the peace treaty. Each country annexes their French-speaking parts, German-speaking parts, and Dutch-speaking parts. Dude, blur out France. I mean, that's some decent French borders, I'd say. If I do say so myself. Ain't the best. I don't think it's ever gonna get better. What language does Luxembourg speak? Maybe Dutch? I don't know. That's the district map. Here, I'll look it up on my phone since my laptop is being weird. Luxembourg has its own language, but other than that, German or Dutch. In an ultimatum type style thing, or what? What are we talking? Ultimatum but declined, or do you think they would decline it? How big is their nationalism? I will let France just march in there. After this, we soon see France declaring war on Luxembourg, and they declare war on them. France just marches in with a few thousand troops and takes over not Belgium, Luxembourg very easily. I'm sorry, Fred. I'm so sorry. Luxembourg Empire after this video. I'll record 2 videos today. Luxembourg Empire, and you get to decide what Luxembourg does and everything. French Productions, are you only in here because this is making your empire? Your live streams look fun. Yeah, my streams typically are fun. Alright, so should I divide up Switzerland? With majority land going over to Germany, but they'd all get their speaking land. I know it's bad. Yeah, but there was also a proposal to divide up Switzerland based off of culture once. Well, a proposal. So? Oh, that's a good point. Alright, so what should I do next? Maybe Malta? No, Malta's not even here on this map. It is, but they ain't got no white land. Here we go. Now we got Malta. The most important country in the world. In my opinion. Tunisia? Tunisia's a good idea. Alright. How would that go, Benito? Since you're all about realism here. Let's look up... So, yeah. Yeah. Realistically, yeah. 100%, no doubt. But... Maybe a pact with Portugal to invade Spain, and maybe Morocco in that pact, too? Like, maybe, jumping like this? Oh. 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 Like that? I feel like Algeria would join the war on the side of Tunisia if France invaded in a realistic scenario. Yeah, probably just all of Africa down here except for Nigeria. Nigeria probably wouldn't care. To be honest, a lot of countries would disagree with that, if not almost all. And this guy would hate French imperialism. Definitely all former French African countries. So we thinking this is the next war? Or what we doing? Yeah. After the march into Luxembourg, we see French and Portuguese forces along with Moroccan forces all invading into Spain. So let's go ahead and see this. I might actually go and record Aegis Pro style vid for the first time. You liking his content? Finally? Or do you just find a way to make it realistic? Even though realism is almost no fun. I found a way to make it realistic. Spain and France are gonna clash out along here since they can't really do much along here. Along these mountains, and that's going to be really difficult, but the French are going to make some naval landings. Forgot to color in these islands, but they are going to take over these islands here and push into Spain a little bit more, connecting their front line like so, and Spain is going to be really weak here. They're going to be fighting a sort of like three-front war, sort of, until the Portuguese front unites with the Moroccan front. But I do think that this would be a very slow invasion. So it's going to happen slowly, but it's still going to be a decent scenario for y'all. So Galicia is actually going to sort of help out the Portuguese when invading, because of people wanting Galicia to be a part of Portugal. So they don't really care much. But here we also see the French invading even more, since the Portuguese are slowly distracting the Spanish. And they also push into the mountains somehow, due to overtime periods and the Spanish front line slowly collapsing, and they're going to make an encirclement here. Morocco is actually going to do fairly well due to aid from a few countries, but we will find out who those countries are pretty soon. Maybe some African countries, maybe not. We don't know. But Portugal is going to push more into Spain, and the Spanish living in here are going to be like, we're tired of war. We want out of this war. So they're going to sort of just make a small rebellion along here with just the neutral ideology wanting to rule over here in like the Castile area. And they're also going to fight with the Moroccans. So here we see a peace treaty happening. Is anyone gonna chat? No, nobody's going to chat. This rebellion, what color? I mean, what borders? What region is this near? Google. Evolution of Iberia. On a map. What if BRICS united? That's a good idea. Neutral Spain. So I'm thinking down here. We send it over here. Neutral Spain. Or maybe more bits of Catalonia. Or closer to Catalonia, not in Catalonia. Ugh. The Gibraltar area, so southern Spain, would go to the Moroccans. Yep. And that is not accounting for my weekly videos. Yep, I made a community post about it. If you check my community posts, it's hell for me. I'm going to record a video for the whole school year, so I don't have to do anything on my channel except for record a video a week. I need to record 20 vids today. Good luck. Go ahead and get to that, Ender. You're cooked. Holy. Yeah, that is insane. What's your upload schedule? I'm curious. Good morning. Once a day, but 2 times a week while I'm gone. How long are you gonna be gone for? God. How's my day going? Good. Like a month and a half? So you're recording... How does that work? 2 videos for a month and a half. 2 videos a week. So, let's say 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 5 week, 6 week, 7 week. Oh no, you're right. It's over 20, man. Probably over 20. Yeah, you're cooked. Go ahead and get to it. Don't get distracted. If you get distracted, I'm gonna DM you and I'm gonna spam you. Like, you record them videos. Do y'all know Spanish Empire mapping? Yes, he is my son. Spanish Empire mapping is my son. Yeah. Sure, I don't care. He probably wouldn't care. mean, he's an Ibis paint person. So you know him. And I was in a collab channel with him. That is amazing. Oh my god. Just watching him grow is insane. As like a small mapping YouTuber. Slowly making him his way to the top with me. I mean, I know I'm far ahead of him, but still. You gotta respect the hustle. Yeah, he was great. Great guy to talk to, in my opinion. Yeah. Holy. I'm old. So, Spanish Empire mapping. The dude I've been talking to a lot, you're inspired by? That's insane. So you like watch his videos? Oh, I've watched him before. Yo. Even I don't watch his videos. Are they good? I want to know how that's working for him. They better be good. If he's not pleasing them viewers, let me know. They are good because W Ibis. Even Keeg talks bad about Ibis paint, so you can't say Ibis W. Like... I reached 90 subs, W. Yo, Benito Mussolini. You gonna do a collab? Like sometime soon? Like your style of content? Maybe. I don't know. My style? Maybe. Alright, so this is the new peace treaty, and we see Portugal annexing lands east of them, and Galicia, and Spain, the French are just going to annex these lands. You can see it there. And the new Portuguese, French, and Moroccan-backed Spanish neutrality government is going to act like Switzerland and just be completely neutral for all wars. But this is the peace treaty for this scenario. So here we go. Yes, pink is Switzerland's Spain. Yeah, they're united with Switzerland. The Spanish here are united with Switzerland. Yeah, your videos suck, man. Yeah. Admit that and be better. I'm sorry. A bit insulting, but your videos do suck. At least I'm honest, though. Right? Yeah. Tunisia now? No. I have to record in an area where my family can interrupt me at any time. Oh god, I feel bad for you. And you can't pause recording either. Holy. Do you even edit your videos? The Dutch? What are we doing with the Dutch? Nah. I disagree with that, Fred. My whole Wixo series, most I've edited, I don't edit as much. It kinda sucks. Yeah. Admit your content sucks. That's the best thing you can do. Find a way to improve it. Improvise. Or something. I don't know. Are we partitioned in Switzerland now? Dare they be Transnistria and no Kosovo? Yo, there's no Kosovo on this map. Is that Kosovo? Or can I make a better Kosovo? Wait, hold up. I need help making Kosovo. You know what? In my opinion, this is the best Kosovo right here. That. I'm gonna change the color. But I'm gonna do the outline of the new Kosovo. That's the best Kosovo. Even add in Albania. That's the best Kosovo in my opinion. Kosovo is not Serbia. Serbia is Kosovo. Oh. Serbia is not Kosovo. Kosovo is Kosovo. So this is going to be a little bit of a hard outline to draw, but don't worry. I can tell this map was made by a Serbian. At least we got the Georgian disputed areas. And then we got Crimea over to Russia. And then Moldova's a mess. Should I reunite all of Moldova? Yep, a Russian or Serbian made that. A Russian made this. Yeah. Cyprus actually makes sense. This area is just Palestine. This is what we call Palestine. I mean, if you look at it, before the Israelis came here, this was all Palestine. Israel is in the worst place right now. They both are countries. Well, Palestine, the region of Palestine. That. Maybe Lebanon? I don't know. Lebanon. And, like, some parts of the Sinai Peninsula? If I'm not mistaken. So that's like the Palestine area. Which, Lebanon's like majority Christian or something. This area is just confusing. Right there. Does not exist. It's too confusing. And then they're surrounded by Muslim nations. That sucks. That situation for Israel and Palestine sucks. But I just hate Israel because of how much US taxpayer dollars they take up. Which I'm sure some American Jews can agree with that. I've met a few who don't and say Israel needs the money, even though most of the money they don't even spend on their military, and there's facts to prove that. I hate both sides. I hate both sides too. No arguing with that. I hate Israel more though, personally. Not to try to get controversial there, but that is my true honest opinion, and if you have a disagreement with that, you can just look up the facts that back my opinion. But Israel is a bad country. Iran's a bad country. Palestine's a bad country. Lebanon's a bad country. I hate Hamas and Palestine worse. From an absolute American perspective, from our budget and how much money we spend and where our money goes, I hate Israel more. From, I don't know. But I just hate Israel more because of money. And that makes sense. Everyone can agree they use up way too much money. Yeah, I'm sorry. You have to agree with that because it is a fact. We spend too much money, more money than we need to, on Israel. Not only for their defense, but we pay for people's colleges in Israel. And that's countries from all around the world. Like, they can all agree we spend too much money on Israel. As a whole, they can agree. Name one country that is westernized. I don't necessarily with something with Israel, but I hate Palestine way worse. There's nothing wrong with hating Palestine. There's nothing wrong with hating Israel. I've hated Israel since I knew what Israel actually was and how much money they take up. So, before Trump? Is it because I hate Trump? We all hate Trump in here, besides Benito. Maybe a Swedish. Yeah, the collab sucked. Absolutely sucked. A Swedish and me. Yeah, I don't care about Benito having Trump on his Discord profile picture. The big beautiful bill, some parts I can agree with it. What it stands for, I can agree with. Medicaid, I don't agree with. I don't hate Trump, but I also don't agree with some things he does. I hate Trump, but I agree with some things he does. Me and you are opposites, but similar beliefs there. I hate Trump. I can agree with what he does sometimes. I hate everything Trump did. The only reason I celebrated 4th of July because it's not all towards Trump. It's never towards the president. It's for us, America's heart, you know? We are America's heart, and we keep on electing all the wrong people. Trump wants it to be about him, probably, yeah. I'm not proud to be American, I'm proud to be an American. French productions, I don't hate Canada. Ugh, I don't hate America, but I only hate Trump. That's the same thing Canada said. Canada loves America. They hate the dictator. Real Americans have tried to do that, Stockton. Sadly, it don't work. Not saying anyone should do that because that's a crime, but dictator, yeah. The dictator of America. The king of America. You wanna call it that? I can play a song about all the great things Trump's done on his first term and some of the stuff he's done on his second term aligning with that. And it's just making fun of him. French productions, I wouldn't take my time just doing that. Yeah, Trump's an absolutely horrible person in my opinion. A businessman, not a president. After the Spanish peace treaty, we are going to see a partitioning of Switzerland. Angolan is my daddy, that is correct. Hey, I am Daddy Angolan. No doubt about that. This is what the partitioning of Switzerland looks like, with these lands going over to Italy, right down here, and this big old thing going over to Germany, and the rest goes to France. Branch Ranch 4, what's up, bruh? Sorry, basketball, I wanted silver more. What? 9x? Basketball? We are in a VC with Diptangle, and he's chill for once. He's chill? Yo, actually, hold up. I'ma put an hold up. I came to your channel because Ender gave you a shout out. Thank you. Diptangle's pretty chill though. Here, I'ma go on the VC and talk to him. Wait, add me the VC. Benito sold me to Angolan. Hey, that's not a bad thing though. My server? It says nothing's going on in your server. He's Holy Roman? I'm forced to say that. Alright. HRE fanboy. What's up, HRE? Tangle. Alright. Basketball. Basketball. um, Basketball, I cannot answer that question. Nah, I'm joking. I mean... Hello, Dippy. Can I just call you Dippy? It's going pretty good. Surprisingly, you're chill. Just heard that. No disrespect for you, but wow, you're chill. I dare you, call him daddy. So like, call Diptangle daddy? HRE. Daddy HRE. Ugh, I'm never doing that again. I never doing that again, chat. I don't. I just called Tangle daddy. I don't know. Yo, if he's chill now, I really don't care. Really? You forgave him? How's Taiwan's your friend now? Holy. That is a 180. Oh. Alright. Just as a heads up, I'm not gonna be your friend. I don't really, trust you. At all. To be real with you. Yeah, you did some pretty messed up stuff to me. I will admit that. But, for the most part, I don't care. As long as you don't piss me off, I won't piss you off. Prove that you changed, man, and I don't know. After this, we see an alliance forming against Spain. I mean, France. I was supposed to do a Spain video, but I forgot that I accidentally colored in France. That's the reason I'm doing a French video, actually. Are we actually doing what if France formed an empire or what? Yeah. Why did you put nuts in the chat, Diptangle? I mean, HRE. You trying to be zesty? I feel like Portugal would align with... No, Portugal would be neutral. Who would join Britain's alliance against Spain? I feel like Italy would. They're less aligned with France. The Dutch... Nah, the Dutch worked with them at the very start. I feel like they would have good relations. Germans worked with them at the very start. I'm gonna get more than one, probably. I'm doing Luxembourg Empire after this, so yeah. The Austrians joining an alliance with Britain and Italy? Portugal would be neutral. They just worked with the French. I know they're a big ally to Scotland always, but now. Greece would help out the Franks. France allying with Germany? Probably not. Germany just worked with the Italians and the French, so I don't think they would. There's not really much I could do with this. They could ally with the Moroccans. Since they didn't get a good peace treaty. In my opinion. Yeah, Portugal did get land east of their territory. I literally just dragged the border over to the east. That's all I did. So I went like... I cheated. So I went like that. And just... dragged it over to the east. Still looks good. In my opinion. Olives in it? I don't know. I'm not European, I'm American. I don't even know what this country is called. Right here. This country in the place of like Algeria. This Algerian nation. What is it called? Like Algeria? Who would name it Algeria? You're not Angolan? Yes, I'm not Angolan. I sound very South Carolinian or Georgian. That's a good guess. That is a very good guess. Holy. You could... That is a very close guess. That is... Wow. Alright. Florida? Tennessee? No. I'm not in Florida. I'm not in NC. I'm not in Virginia. 8 is Virginian. North Carolina, Kentucky. I'm not in North Carolina. I'm not in Kentucky. I'm not in Idaho. I just commented on your post for ideas. Texan? No, I'm not Texan. I'm from Kentucky. Missouri? No, not in Missouri, guys. Pennsylvania? No, I'm not in Pennsylvania. Maitland. Selling information on the black market for 5K. Alright. Sacramento. I thought you were a changed man. But, time to bring down Diss Track Central again. Diptangle. We have an operation called... No, I'm not in North Carolina. We have an operation called Operation Detangle. Just as a heads up. I guess we're gonna remove that. What about Canada? I'm not from Canada. You sound North Carolina because I live there. What if Daddy Basketball formed an empire in Lebanon? I'm not calling you Daddy. Hey, I was joking. Alright. New York? No, I'm not from New York. Do I sound like I'm from New York? Holy. It's 4K? Alright, I'll pay for it. Holy. No, I'm not from Texas. No, I'm not from Drew Wooski's hometown state or whatever. I'm not from Greenland, I think. Hold up, do you want me to ask my mom right now on stream if I'm from Greenland? Because I will. I'm not sure if I'm from Greenland or not. I don't know. Maybe I'm from Greenland. Chat, I'm about to text my mom. Hold up. Hold up, I need to turn down my brightness. Chat, we're about to find out if I'm from Greenland. Shout out to my mom. Oh. Is she online? I don't know. Probably not watching the stream. She said, I don't know, ask Uncle Kevin. I think he knows some of our ancestry. Not sure about Dad's side. Alright. Shout out to my mom for playing along perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. I don't know. Can we do Wixo live after? No. Brother, you live alone. I don't live alone. I live with my parents. Should this alliance fight? Wait, who would win in this alliance? Because I got a good feeling. I've got a feeling Portugal would win in Morocco, definitely. Stalemate probably in Italy, stalemate here, maybe Ireland. So here. Small gains from Italy. Here we see this is the two major alliances and they're going to go to war. He lives alone but has some people in his walls. Shh, shh, shh. Bro, stop. Hopefully that didn't pick up on mic, but someone was banging on my wall. From my wall. So the Italians are going to take over all of Corsica very fast, and they're also going to be pushing in from the mountains here on the border between France and Italy. And Portugal is also going to push into the Moroccans here. No, Germany's doing nothing in this war. Stockton, no you're not. Shh. So, Portugal is going to push into, all of Gibraltar's area. I don't know. But Spain's also going to get rebels, basically, fighting to join up back with, neutral Spain. So they're going to pop up. They're going to take control over all their land pretty fast. Portugal is going to make a naval landing in the African side of this strait, and here we go. Morocco is going to leave the war and surrender to Portugal. Now, Portugal is going to be fighting with these rebels down here in Iberia, and overall, they just let them have it. Here in Ireland, we are actually going to see a major W for the Irish here at the beginning of this war. But here we quickly see the might of the old British Empire coming back, and they are going to invade into Ireland a bit. So let's go ahead and see this war. So they're going to take over that small little border, but Ireland's mostly swamp, so they're going to make many naval landings in here. And Ireland's not a very stable country from what I've heard about it in history. Lots of different movements in Ireland, I'm pretty sure. So they're going to fold to the British, but still be here, sort of, just holding out as Ireland. Just as like sort of like small pockets, even in Northern Ireland, they're gonna have some motion, but the British are going to try to hold them down. So France is going to move back into their old lands in Italy, and they're going to try to white peace with Italy as soon as possible, but they also don't want to lose land in a peace treaty or whatever. They don't want to keep their original land. So they're going to invade so they can get Corsica back. So they're just going to make a few naval landings along Italy, and they're going to be like, let's white peace. So here we see these are the new borders. Morocco is going to become a puppet state of Portugal. Nothing much is going to happen. Both alliances stay together, sort of. So Ireland's also going to leave the alliance due to them getting taken over a little bit by the British, with this little area getting added to Northern Ireland. So let's go ahead and see our next war. So what's the next war that should happen? We had an absolute stalemate. The French are a little bit stronger, but weaker. Should we have Germans getting destroyed? Right after this war, the Polish joined the French alliance. With this happening, the old alliance is going to say any nation France joins up with will get backing from them, and the French absolutely just ignore that, and they say, we don't care, we're declaring war on Germany. Y'all shouldn't care. We're declaring war. They're going to say we're declaring war either way. So they are going to invade quickly into Germany, with Germany having a very weak military since they just started building up. So Poland's very advanced and large military is just going to come storming into Berlin super fast, surprisingly, because of how strong their military and nationalism actually is. And the French, they're going to make small gains because of how populated the Rhineland is. But this basically just says, hey, we're out of the war, we're surrendering, our industrial land's cooked. So the French are going to make naval landings here, and this absolutely sucks for the British. But they are going to be able to defend these small naval landings that the French and Polish are going to make, along with the Portuguese, who are absolutely distracted with absolute chaos as they're just forced to manage their puppet state and now forced to send troops over to France. But with this, they're going to use sort of Morocco as a baseline for transporting ships through Gibraltar. So they're going to pop up in Sicily and take out the Sicily people in there, and Sardinia, or yeah, Sardinia is going to surrender over to Portugal and France, and Italy's going to be like, alright, we could surrender for a better peace treaty, we don't want to lose this war. But before that happens, they are going to have many naval landings happening, and a few Balkan nations are also going to send just aid to the French, and they capture Rome, and Italy surrenders over. With this, Britain just leaves the war because they don't want to lose any land, and they've gained a lot, but they will have to pay a little bit of war reparations. And let's go, that is our second major war caused by the German invasion of Poland. Let's see this peace treaty. That was a faster war, I talked really fast in there. I can talk faster if I really wanted to, so y'all can barely keep up with me if I really wanted to do that for every single video I made. Should I just talk like this for every single video I make so y'all can actually get through the videos faster and my videos could be shorter? Like a crash course type style. Because you have 6 people in the VC. You should be happy. You should be happy. My VC has no people in it. I don't even have a server as a joke. I have a server. Oh my god. Thinking I don't have a server? What type of friend are you? Don't even know what's going on with me. Yeah, it's supposed to be coming out soon. Here, I'll launch it on stream, but I gotta test out a few things once everybody joins. But I know the level system works. YouTube uploads does not work, so I'm gonna have to get some people to do that for me. So. Nothing I don't really care about. Alright, good Italian border, or do I need to fix this up a little bit? I think I gotta fix this up a little bit. French border looks nicer, in my opinion. Maybe give them a little bit of this. Oh god, this app... Ugh. Alright, I just made it worse. Ew. Ew. We love Ireland here. This is the new peace treaty with Britain losing Ireland as a whole because of war reparations and then not being able to hold on to all of Ireland. So Ireland's going to become independent, and this is what these nations have lost. The French borders did look good, but then I had to mess it up a little bit, so I'm very sorry about that. But this is it for the French Empire, and have a good day. Alright, chat, Discord server is launching. Shh. Do not ask. We are going to add a few things. Alright. So, copy link. There we go. Join that Discord server, chat. Discord server is public in stream. Yeah, that's because we got bots that I need to assemble to an extent. I've assembled the ones that matter. I have no clue. Who's S? Stockton mapping. Alright, community post time. I wouldn't even mind this just adding Diptangle. We're Holy Roman Empire fan. So I'm gonna disable everybody's chats in a few channels, but I gotta figure out what's going to happen. So yeah. Just stream room chat. I'm gonna edit roles and everything. Putting tariffs on Laos and Myanmar, Cambodia, Thailand, Serbia, Bosnia, South Africa, Japan, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, South Korea, Tunisia. They don't make they don't make deal with US. Yo, this background's just amazing. I just realized that. We haven't had many people come in. Like, flood in chat. Chiltern, what's up? Or Chiltern mapping my daughter? I don't know. Discord server, I'm gonna post it again in chat. But, yeah, Discord. I absolutely hate it. Discord's the worst thing that ever happened to this channel to an extent. But, it's pretty cool sometimes. I can't have Discord. Oh, that sucks. I have Discord. Let's go. Let's get into the channel. Channel Discord. Not the app, though. Link's right there, bro. I'll be in general. Or, I don't know. I'll be in lounge. Oh god. Wrong button. Yo, what's up? Don't ask why I changed my profile picture. Ooh, Balls Decks. What's going on in Balls Decks? Shh. I love Nepal. Give me family member role, Dad. Roles. Add. Hold up, chat. We're about to add a role for Chiltern mapping. My daughter, Chiltern mapping. Pink, cause you're a girl, I guess. Um, I, um, nobody's in here. Alright. Yeah, Discord server is live. Let's go. Yo, the emojis. I can see the emojis. That's pretty cool. Alright. What clip? Alright. I gotta put names and thumbnails for 36 plus videos. Yeah. So I'm thinking every Wednesday I'll add well, today's Wednesday. So I'm thinking every Sunday I'll add names and thumbnails to videos that I make, and I'm pushing out a video a day. For pre-records, not for y'all. But I'm gonna end the stream and be right back.